Hi, and welcome to Hustle and Pro. I'm your host, Kelly Walker. We're here at Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas today. We are talking to Texas Legends and Dallas Mavericks two-way player, Jazian Gortman. Enjoy this episode. All right, Jazian Gortman.
Yes,
I say it right?
Yes.
Okay, good. What are some nicknames, though? I bet your teammates don't call you that. What do they call you?
Well, one that I've been getting recent is Jazz.
Yeah?
JGort.
JGort.
Or probably just Jay.
Just Jay.
Yeah.
Okay, I figured. No Jay-Z.
Nah, no Jay-Z.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Too
that
easy.
was my because growing up, my name has never really been pronounced right. So my first teacher actually used to call me Jay-Z, like my first school teacher.
First, I want to talk about a lot of things, but you're from South Carolina?
Yes.
So growing up, were you a Hornets fan, or who were you watching play basketball growing up?
My auntie, she played in the WNBA.
No way.
Yeah, for a couple of years. Other than that, I didn't really have a favorite team growing up.
I sitting here thinking, okay, when you're growing up, you're probably watching like Steph and LeBron and KD and AD and Giannis, and then I'm thinking maybe Dirk too. And then you say your auntie.
Yeah.
I love that. That's cute. That's great. But did you also watch those guys too?
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I watched more of like hoop mixtape basketball. I didn't start getting to like NBA basketball until I say middle school, high school,
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah.
Before then, it was more of just hoop mixtapes.
I love that. Okay, so I know that you've talked about your pops and how he's like helped instill some of this play your heart out kind of talk. So take me back to when you were a kid and growing up. Like, were you playing sports all kinds of sports all the time, or was it always basketball only?
No, I grew up playing all type of sports. Played football for 2 years, soccer for 3 years, played baseball for a year, and that was it actually. But yeah, I played all 4 sports.
Makes a better athlete, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. When then let's talk about the time frame when you got serious by the time you were in high school, because then you make a decision to go pro from high school. So walk me through that.
Well, yeah. So I think I want to say it was my end of my 11th grade year, or maybe no, it was the middle of my 11th grade year. Overtime Elite had just been. It just came out.
Like forming, like starting,
yeah, it just
launching.
had been formatted. And I would talk with my friends about it. I didn't really think it was something serious at first, but I just remember like days after I was joking on the situation, I just started really just thinking about it, and I started getting like thoughts of me just not really wanting to go to college. It's just like, I mean, I want to be a professional, It's just like I want to be a professional. So I'm like, how does OTE sound? So I thought about it with myself. Did some research on it, talked with it with my parents, and first my dad was like, nah, we're not doing that. You're going to college.
It's a risk, right?
Yeah,
it's
a big
gamble.
risk. Yeah. So
it could be a great one that pays off quickly, right? Or it could be tough and not work out for you.
Yep. So that's where he was with it. He was like, no, because by the time I made the decision to go to overtime, I had already had 35 plus offers. So
for college.
Yeah, I was well on the.
Yeah, you could have done that,
scene,
sure.
Yeah. But I just getting to know those people at OTE and talking to them, having conversations with them. The conversation was more so, okay, these are the things that we can do for you to help you become a better professional, and we know that's a long-term goal for you.
Yeah.
So these are some of the things we can do. These are some of the things we have implemented in our system for you guys to become pros.
Yeah, it's such a different focus, right, than going the college route, where you're going to get minutes and time and playing and learn their program, but they're not focused on getting you to the next level, right? Yeah. You're there as a student athlete first and that kind of thing. So, you brought your family into it, obviously, and then at some point everybody's on board and says, let's go try this out.
Yeah.
So when did you finish your senior year of high school, or did you move on earlier?
Now, well, my senior year was at OTE.
Okay, so that is your senior year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you did junior year high school and then moved over to OTE.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so you have some teammates, though, still that you played with at OTE that are still playing with you now, right?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, that's fun. So far, your time in the G League and in the NBA, what what aspects from OT helped you, and then what hadn't, what didn't, what you surprised you so far that you're like really adjusting to?
Um, the schedule, similar, very similar.
Okay.
The schedule we were on the OTE and the schedule that we're on now, very similar. Um, a good thing about the mental part of the game, of kind of thinking next play mentality, next shot mentality. That was a big thing that I learned at overtime. Because growing up, I never really missed too many shots, so I never was really on the side of, missing shots.
Yeah,
and
having to move on.
Yeah, so
What's the hard part?
hard part. I wouldn't say anything is hard. I mean, there might be some challenging things, but that's life.
Yeah,
It's always
yeah.
gonna be challenges.
Nothing major that surprised you that you're like, dang, I did not expect this yet. So that's good. Then you're adapting well. Like tactically, with the Mavs especially, because you've been playing with the Mavs since like July, maybe? Yeah. Do you feel like you're drinking from a fire hose there, or do you feel like it's chill and calm and you've got it all under control?
I mean, it was kind of like just me knowing what position I was in before, even after the two-way, but before the two-way, it was me knowing the position I was in. Just, always keep my head down working. And it's good for me because that's the type of person I am.
Yeah.
So it's like if I have to work for it, I feel like that's easy for me because I'm a hard worker.
Yeah.
Um,
So what do you mean knowing the position you're in? Was that up in the air and you like when you didn't know that? What do you mean by that?
So the spot up, because I was on the E10 originally when I came, and it was we had one more two-way spot open, and then AJ Lawson was moved to the two-way spot. So everything was just still up in the air as far as if I'm going to be with the Texas Legends or whether I'm going to be playing with the Mavericks. I didn't know.
You didn't know your I got you. You didn't know your position in the organization.
Yeah.
If you could write the script for the rest of this basketball season, what is it for you?
Me personally, or like the Legends,
however you see it. Yeah. Either.
First and foremost, man, let's get this championship, man, for the Mavs. We're very capable.
First and foremost.
Yeah,
I like that.
First and foremost. We're very capable of doing so.
Yeah.
And we have a great group of guys. Man, everybody's a great teammate. We all, talk to each other on, off the court, help each other with, different spots on defensive, offensive floor, offensive end. So, that's the main goal for us as far as the Mavs.
Yeah. Okay. So just pause for a second. I mean, I'm a local. I've always grown up. I'm from Waco, so I've always grown up around here and been a Mavs fan my whole life. I know you aren't. You haven't, but you're here now. I know so you're into it. But the fact that you're playing with who you're playing with, is that not like a pinch me moment, or are you just so used to it because you've played with a lot of players already in a couple different places?
Well, when I first got in I say. The 2 days right before training camp, because that's when Kyrie and Luka got there.
Yeah.
And I had been watching Kyrie for a long time, just
not
even studying him, but just watching him in an amazed feeling. Just man, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, this man is doing everything. So just
before you were here playing with him.
Yeah. So just him coming in those 2 days before training camp when he came, and it was just seeing how he plays so free. It was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Same thing with Luka.
Right. Luka and Kyrie and now Clay, right? There was a lot of support for you. You're talking about getting that position, getting a spot. I've seen people in some of your post-game, pressers rooting for you, and you have 75,000 followers on Instagram. And so just, tell me about your support system and, why is everybody rooting for you? What is it about you?
I don't know. I just try to be a good person. Man, my family, I think, is my biggest support system, though. They've been with me through everything, ups and downs, turnarounds, the fake up and backs, everything.
Yeah, so, actual, high, go up, get called up, you mean? Call-ups and stuff? Yeah, that's emotionally tricky, right? And so
I mean, it could be for some people, but, me understanding, how a lot of the things go in life and how a lot of things just, you're not going to always be in a position to where you're getting everything you think you want or you think you quote unquote deserve. So you have to just stay in the mindset of that, okay, I'm just here to work. I'm here to, get whatever I can get out of this. And I'm here to get, the best out of it.
Yep.
Always bring 110% to the table. And I feel like you should always be good with the results that come out of that if you put forth that effort to it.
Yeah. What are you doing when you're not playing basketball?
I read some books.
Uh-huh.
I actually just finished reading The Alchemist 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I know it's a book everybody pretty much read. But
I haven't read it.
Are you for real?
Not yet. Nope.
Oh, well, when I tell a lot of people, or when I was telling people I was reading the book, they was like, I read that. So
I guess I need to.
It's a real good
I need to
book.
add it to my list.
Yeah.
I'm picking up a book from the library tomorrow, The Anxious Generation. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
No,
So
I never heard of
excited
that
to
one.
read that one. I'm going to pick it up. If you haven't been to the Frisco Library, here's a plug. It's the coolest library around. You wouldn't believe it.
Okay.
Got to go check it out if
I
you're a
gotta
reader.
go.
It's
I
really
definitely
cool.
gotta go.
Do you game?
Yes.
Yeah.
I play
What's
2K,
your
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Yeah.
2K, Call of
I love
Duty.
it. Very cool. Well, it was nice meeting you. And thanks for your time. And
Yeah,
have a
thank
great
you.
season. Good luck. I'll be watching you. So you're 0-0 both places?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You too.